I love this dress so much.
Amsale Aberra's career began after she designed her own wedding dress simply and inexpensively. Today, Aberra's gowns range from $4,000 to $15,000, with custom creations starting at $20,000.
Yes, she's in the
And
back.
her brand has expanded. There are now 3 collections under the Amsale name. A successful career, a full life with her husband Neil and daughter Rachel. She'd be the first to admit she's come a long way since she left Addis Ababa in 1973.
Tell me how your childhood was. Were you a happy child?
It was a very, very happy childhood that I had. It was my parents, and growing up in Ethiopia in general, unless you have like a I'm sure there will be circumstances that children maybe not be happy, but in general, the rules are simpler. Whether you came from upper class or working class, the rule is so simple. It really just to me is just being surrounded by family and by your uncles and by your neighbors, and it's a beautiful beautiful childhood.
Tell me about your mother. What kind of a woman was she?
My mom, very strong, amazingly strong woman. She was very very stylish, in her early stage. Very much in control of her destiny, and she is someone that especially now I even admire her more in being in a society, at least at that time, when women did not have that strength or even not being encouraged to have that kind of strength. For her to be that, I think it's remarkable.
She passed away. What kind of an effect has it had on you?
Obviously, the loss is going to be forever. And at the same time, when she passed away, and when seeing her picture, her when she was younger, it just brings so much memory and who she was, how great she was, and just, I don't know, just like I admire her even more, and the loss is obviously a lot.
Growing up, she had always been close to her parents, but later, an unexpected revelation.
How did you respond to finding out that your stepfather was not your biological father?
I think I must have been about 8. I asked question, and then that's when I found out. It certainly did not change the love I have for my dad at all. I didn't even want to know about my biological father.
Did you meet your biological father?
Once, only once.
That was it? You just didn't have any desire to continue anything?
No. Because you feel like you only have one father, not 2 fathers. It's just not. And for someone who raised me so like his daughter, it's just, it's like, why would I want another father?
Your stepfather, the man who raised you, who you consider your father, he was a government official in Ethiopia, and when the Ethiopian government collapsed, he was taken as a political prisoner. How did that affect you?
Oh my God, a lot, my mother, first of all, she kept it secret from me for a long time, and because she knew that it's going to be upset me, and she was even worried about that. I may decided just to go back home, and then finally they broke the news, and that was probably one of the hardest things to deal with, and it took me a while, and keep crying about it, and just the fact that the possibility that you'll never see him again. But luckily, after 7 years, he got out.
When did you first meet your husband, and where were you?
I used to work, there's a little coffee shop, and he was going to school at Harvard Law School, but they all come with with his friends. They order their food, and that's when I really saw him and noticed him. But the actually where we met was at a party outside campus.
Do you and your husband travel to Ethiopia and take Rachel, and is it important for you to let her see your cultural heritage?
Rachel loves Ethiopia. She loves it so much. To the point, sometimes I even think that she even loves it more than I do. Not to say that I don't love it, but she just had her passion for Ethiopia and Ethiopians, the culture, the countryside. And it really just shows how Rachel is in terms of the way she looks at the world, and she's really a very inclusive. She respects culture of any culture, and very proud of her culture, her Ethiopian culture.
Are you completely excited for the day of designing your daughter's dress?
Yeah, that's going to be also very huge, and I hope I'm blessed to really see the day. And Rachel is a very, very strong-minded girl, and I know she's going to pick what she likes to pick. I do want her to wear what she wants to wear, and I do not want to put that pressure on her, just saying, I'm designing it.
Your gowns have been featured on television and in films. Grey's Anatomy, especially, that has a relationship with Amsale. Tell me how that is for you.
It's the power of television, celebrity wearing it. It's just huge. It always amazes me to this day, and I'm so grateful to really get that kind of recognition, and especially when it comes to wedding dress.
Are you a perfectionist, Amsale?
I am a perfectionist, I think, yeah.
I think you are.
But in a way, the perfectionists come not asking the impossible, asking what is the best you can do.
Amsale, describe for me the perfect wedding dress.
The perfect wedding dress to me, it's something that it will reflect the bride. It makes her personality and what makes her comfortable. And when someone is comfortable, they look beautiful. I think to me, it needs to match. You need to feel good about it. And to me, that's a perfect wedding dress. When I design Amsale, I have to keep that bride in mind. She is simple, she is clean and sophisticated.
What do you attribute your success to?
It has a lot to do with people helping me, in many, many ways. Even earlier on when I first came here, when the revolution broke out in Ethiopia, and just immediately after I got here, it was almost like, on my own, and with a few young Ethiopian, like a college age Ethiopian in those days. So having friends who helped me get a job, to survive, I would not have been where I am today if I didn't have that support then. Or later on, people who were encouraging me to go to design school. That's a contribution.
Next, the Amsale brand readies for reality television.